just when you think you have seen it all from the most sickening disposition that is Heartprogress, or any paedophile apologist or paedophile that is one or whatnot. My main thing with paedophiles is their selfishness. They want to normalise that kids can consent, no matter which way they dress it up, they cannot, especially prepubescent ones. What the fuck? I understand if you're slightly before age, or what's the word, you want to jump the gun a little bit, but you know, this is another level of special snowflakeness with serious dangers and implications to what this person is actually like, and no wonder they're not showing their face. But they are an active member of Heartprogress, and please excuse the way I look. I hadn't had time to tarp myself up for this video. It's very, very hot down here in the UK for once, and I can't deal with the heat. But my blood is boiling, which really doesn't help. But I'm going to read you a few things and just let you know who this person is, as much as I can give you, because obviously they are a bit anonymous for obvious reason. I thought they got to be trolling. They seriously got to be trolling, right? No, it appears not. This is non-binary is something I no, okay. Transgender people have a real issue, and what trenders seem to forget, they don't want to identify as transgender. They want to identify as the thing they're going to. So if they're a male going to a female, they want to be identified as a female, not I identified as a trans. Yeah? So non-binary come out. 74 or 76 genders? How? There's male, there's female. You're either going to go one to the other. You may even go back again. Some people are male one day, female the next, but they're still male, female. There's nowhere else to go with this. You have a penis or a vagina. Maybe you're really unfortunate and a genetic mutation happens and you have both. But there's no other way of that. You know, you can be any sexuality you like, bisexual and, you know, gay, lesbian, whatever. Paedophile even. But the fact is, you're selfish, usually, if you're a paedophile. Why do I say you're selfish? Because you won't get the help yourself. You try and make it normal and okay. Not so. Ah, Mr. Magnitude, there are virtuous paedophiles, however, don't act on their urges. Do they? Do they really? Alright, okay, so if that's true, fair enough. But why put yourself through that torture? I must be agonised now that you want to get a juicy 5-year-old. No, let's stay on topic about this person. This person's handle, username is Hypersonic. And if you are in the Heartprogress, anti-Heartprogress thing going on, whatever, or been following it, you'll know Hypersonic is quite an avid advocate for this. And I don't think they really understand what they're advocating for until I read the last comment from them. Then I'm like, they know what they're doing. I thought they were just trying to be a bit special, a bit edgy, maybe even a troll at some point. And then, yeah, they explained who they really were. Because I didn't really understand their terminology at first, because all these made-up names from Tumblr, they're clover gender. But that doesn't even, I think that's how it's pronounced. Let me just make sure I got that right. Yeah, clover gender. Now that's... Gender is to do with your down belows, okay? You're either male, female. That is your gender, okay? This clover gender has nothing to do with gender. Do you know what it is? It's to do with your age. And, yeah, like non-binary with 76 fucking genders that don't exist. It's the same thing here. I am heading towards my 40s, okay? Yes, Sylvia, I am. She doesn't believe me in one way or form, but I am, I promise you. I should look like it now. Look at the state of me, right? But, this person identifies as, I consider myself a boy who prefers 5 to 10 years. So they consider themselves as a boy, even though they are clearly not a boy, they're an adult. And I'm only trying to guess that they might be middle-aged or coming up to. But what it is the reason why this person advocates for Heartprogress and the whole 6 to 12-year-old should, well, 6-year-old is the consent they want. Anything later than 12, door creaking, is apparently too late. Fucking sick fucks. They just got to... Anyway, so I've had a few paedophiles come to my live stream video where I had Ernie, who is the founder, or one of the founders, of Heartprogress. Ernie really wants the age consent to be put to 6, and it's not fair that people take children's right away to love. Give paedophiles rights. Paedophiles do have rights. They have exactly the same rights as you, me, anyone else in this Western world. The only thing is, they can't fuck children. But nor can we. Yeah? So, goes like this. And I expect this because, you know, paedophiles don't like videos like mine, don't like suit yourself videos, don't like anything. But hey, you came to my stream, Ernie, and I treated you as much respect as I could have. I really, really did. I held back hard. I laughed at your fucking scientists. Oh, I can't even say the word. I laughed at your sentiments and what you're advocating for. Fucking idiot. And it'll never happen, I'm afraid. It'll never happen. And thank fuck it'll never happen. So it goes like this. Magnitude is a moron. Disliked. That's okay. I get that quite a lot anyway. Hypersonic. This is what I replied. Hypersonic. Their avatar is a My Little Pony, so I thought they were a clopper or a brony at first. What is a brony? What is a clopper? A brony is basically an adult that's into My Little Pony, even though it's really for kids, but they seem to think it's not. And a clopper is someone who's into My Little Pony that actually wants to have sex with My Little Pony. I don't know if they dress up in My Little Pony outfits and try and do that, or it's just a fantasy thing. Whatever, each to their own. At least it's not a child, I suppose. So, magnitude is a moron, disliked. So I reply, haha, not as disliked as you paedophile that tries desperately to justify that your sick self is completely okay and that children can consent to your perverted ways. So, Clopper, let's be having it. Why won't you just end your suffering and those victims' images you share in that pyring by getting an operation? Like I said, there's a guy who I know about on the internet who couldn't stop thinking about sex, and he really thought he was going to rape someone. I think he had actually had a couple of run-ins of the law to do with it, sexual assault. And I don't recommend this even for paedophiles, although some of you go, yeah, do it, especially if you know, they're victims of. But the guy castrated himself with fucking bolt croppers or something mad on the internet. Ow. But afterwards, he said he never felt such relief. He never had those thoughts again, you know. Anyway, so, but what, you have an operation, you know, in a hospital with, you know, painkillers, etc. Instead, you are selfish with your own desires. You try to force upon it's okay to groom, because that is what your kind are doing. This doesn't benefit a child, it benefits sickos like you that would keep you safe from the law, that protects minors from sickos like you. You should be thanking me, as in me. Why? Because I don't, and this is true, I don't advocate for violence or verbal abuse when a paedophile hunter catches your warped lot who think they are meeting up with a minor to abuse. Not that I think you don't deserve it. I just know one day it will go wrong. One of you will be lynched and law will come in to stop paedophile hunters doing what they do. They should catch predators like you. Instead, I want them to catch you and then take you straight to the police and let them do the questioning and prosecuting. I see a lot of paedophile hunter videos, and that's lovely and that's great, but they get in their face, they shout, they sort of shove them around, then a crowd builds, you know. Very dangerous, very dangerous. That paedophile could get lynched and killed. And like somebody say, well, so what? Well, so what? A law will come in, you won't be allowed to do it. Then what, you know? It's a good service that these people do, but they just got to hold back. There's a young lad who does this. I don't know if he still does it, but he's very good. I think he's in Canada somewhere, but he's really good. He treats them with respect and everything. Just gets their details and sends them straight to the police without any violence or anything. That's how it should be done, all right? I bet you don't. Okay, here we go. Where to get to? And let them question and prosecute you. Let me ask you, do you have kids? This guy doesn't. I bet you don't, otherwise you wouldn't advocate for this. So the only two options are, one, you are a pedo, which I suspect you are as you hide. How many images have you got? A victimless crime, is it? Or, if you are a minor interested, you have no idea what you're getting into. Clopper, do yourself and all potential victims a favour. Capital letters now. Stay away from children and seek help. This is nothing like coming out as being gay. Two consenting adults. Dress it all up you want. Children do not need the depravity you will subject them to. He replies, I never said I was a paedophile. I'm an age dysphoric bitch. No, age dysphoric, full stop, bitch. I don't know if he's called me a bitch or... I said, you're an idiot that advocates for putting children in danger just to be edgy. That's being a moron. No, I don't. So, what do you advocate for? Do you even know what you're doing here? Legalise love! In capital letters. You mean legalise paedophilia? Come on, say what you mean. Paedophilia is the sexual attraction to prepubescent. You can be law-abiding paedophile. Of course, stay away from kids and do not download or solicit images. However, you are a risk. You cannot be around children because of urges, and I acknowledge that must be hell, because it must be. You don't choose to be a paedophile, okay? So if you're going to offend, and don't kid yourself by trying to say, well, minors can consent, because they can't, why not get help? And if it's that bad, have an operation that will never ever make you feel this way again. This is what I talk about the guy, the internet guy. I knew a guy who was sex crazy, it was ruining his life, and felt he was even going to rape. He was not a pedo, but he took extreme measures and then nutter castrated himself. I don't recommend this, but I do recommend this via professional hospitalisation and pain relief, etc. That man couldn't go more than 10 minutes without thinking heavily or having severe urges. Has never looked back. He is so much happier. And you'll say, what about my rights to breed? Well, you can have your liquid assets frozen and inseminated. You know, sperm frozen, stuff like that. And besides, if you are that much urged to molest or fuck a kid, are you really going to risk having access to a minor of your own 24/7? It's not our problem. This is another thing, so I think paedophiles are very selfish. It's not our problem. It is your problem, okay? It is you that solicits images of abuse or will try grooming and leaving a path of mental destruction behind, all for your own kinks. It is your self-satisfaction that you're doing this for, okay? It doesn't benefit children. And this is where he comes out with it. No, I consider myself a boy who prefers 5 to 10-year-old girls. I am clover gender. I am never growing up. Also, I feel depressed being around other kids because of the way society treats me. Adults are not valued as much and are often treated as disposable, like my pedosexual friend who killed himself. Also, minors can consent, get over it. Look, I understand a paedophile that's killed himself because he's going through hell, okay, and he can't stop the urges. There was another option there, not kill yourself. Have the operation. I bet you paedophiles would get so much more respect if they took the problem they have and acknowledged it and did something about it. Start off with counselling. Hopefully it's just very slight, you know. But if it is that bad, get castrated. Seriously, I know it sounds like such a brutal idea, but is it? Those urges will be taken away from you. You'll never think like that again. You'll never look back and people will fucking applaud you for doing it. So here we go. This is where I lost my shit to him. Oh, I see. Because you identify as Peter Pan, how can you be a pedo? I mean, you are in the same age group. He thinks he's a 5-year-old or a 10-year-old. Newsflash, 5 to 10-year-olds cannot consent, and you are however many years old you have been on this planet and certainly know better. Seek help, Snowflake. You are a paedophile no matter what age you wish to identify as. No, you wish they could consent. Society treats you this way because you're a danger to minors. Yes, they can. People treat me this way because they are shit. Oh my god. You are beyond help. And that's all I can write. That's the last thing. You are beyond help. And selfish. Totally selfish. Okay. This special snowflake kind of subculture, I suppose we could call it. Thank you, Tumblr. Thank you so much. Is beyond reproach. Okay. It's just unbelievable. These points you're trying to get to be different. Clover gender. Think of the word you've just said. Gender. Gender. Now that somehow indicates your age? Or what you identify as? Hey, why not give a whole hog? Why not just identify as a baby and have fucking nappies, okay? In that person's mind, they're not paedophilic because they're the same age as the child. So they reply a bit later with full capitals, pedosexual rights, yeah, bitch! Okay, so I reply, of course. Hypersonic, they can have the same rights as us. Or they have the same rights as us, sorry. They cannot fuck kids just like we can. Nor would want to. Stop being an edgy troll. That is absurd. They have a different preference, so they are hurt by not being allowed to love. You are allowed to love, they are not. They are also unfairly stigmatized, even the law-abiding ones. No, I'm an adult and therefore have the capacity to not be groomed. You are a paedophile that's becoming increasingly obvious. I wouldn't say unfairly stigmatized when their targets are minors and capable of dealing their mental destruction. You do. Then, this is the funny shit, you haven't done any research. I've communicated with law-abiding paedophiles. Oh, I bet you have. I bet you've been getting around in a nice little ring, a pie ring, paedophile frickin' information exchange going on there. On forums like GC, BC and Visions of Alice for a long time. over 5 years ago, maybe, because that's how old you are? Shut up. Your ignorance is overwhelming. Forget it. You aren't even worth my time anymore. Not even for trolling. So, were you just a troll this whole time? I thought you were at first, but when you come out of that, it is apparent. But I have seen this person on every single paedophile video against, just going, disliked, blah, 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 crying, whining. I beg your pardon. Is it you who's ignorant, nay edgy, or desperate to be special? Or a paedophile yourself? Fact is, minors cannot consent, and paedophiles will try and justify and try any tactic to normalise and tell themselves they can. This isn't a case of two lovers, one slightly over age, one slightly under. Romeo and Juliet, if you like, are not frowned on. But Heartprogress, from Pervy Ernie's own words, right here on this stream, as in my stream with Pervy Ernie on it, if you want to watch it, I'm sure many of you have or not, wants the age consent to be 6 and any older than 12 is too late. That's his own words, and he and the corrupt Green Party MP Clive are the founders of Heartprogress. You, as in you Hypersonic, because you are an active member in that community. Oh, I see your posts all over it. So stay away from kids, otherwise I hope you get locked away for a very long time. How about instead of being selfish, you acknowledge your problem and seek help, you know? If paedophiles did this, maybe they'd garner some respect. Here it comes again. More bullshit. I'm Clovergender, not a paedophile. Well, Hypersonic, you're certainly a paedophile apologist. Give yourself any snowflake label you like to give yourself points on being different. Also, you are male or female or transitioning too. It's binary. Otherwise, I identify as an attack helicopter. Feelings are not facts. Maybe we should change the definition of gender. Also, if technology continues to advance, maybe someday we could be a helicopter. I'm just going to write... Brilliant. That says it all. Well done, by the way. Oh, yeah, apparently you're famous. So here you are, Hypersonic. Here's your very own video, all about you, because I know you're desperate for it. You fucking freak. Now, whilst I don't encourage going round and basically attacking and harassing these people, what I would like is keep an eye on them, you know, and debunk their bullshit, be respectful, just like I have there. I haven't, you know, fucking said kill yourself, for example. Or I feel like that as a different matter, but no, I don't think anyone should kill themselves. But I would think that if they got help, it'd be much more better, and, you know... But they don't, and that is the selfishness of paedophiles. They do not acknowledge their problem. They have a problem. Instead, they do what they do. And this is about being a virtuous paedophile. You'd be virtuous if you went and got help, you know. I mean, there's this dude at the moment who is on the internet. He's virtuous because he doesn't touch kids and whatnot, and he stays away from them. Whether he does or not is a different story. You'll never prove that. But he told a tale of how he babysit a 5-year-old. That's like Missy's age. Missy's 5 very soon. And the princess. And he got so turned on by his 5-year-old, he went to the bathroom and relieved himself in the same house. Alright, so the kid wasn't touched. What else could he do, so to say? But do you really want that around your kid? The dangers, the urges, the temptation is there. The temptation. That is the problem. And he's torturing himself. If he just goes and gets himself castrated at a hospital properly, with proper medical, you know... pain relief and all the rest of it, he'll be free of that. Or does he want to be free of it? That is the question. Does he? Hypersonic, you have got some serious issues, okay? Nobody is Peter Pan. You can sit there and say, I identify as a 10-year-old, so I'm good for fancying fucking 5 to 10-year-old kids because they're in the same age as me, you know? It ain't right, kiddo. You're not a kid. Why am I calling you kiddo? It ain't right. And... no minors can consent, okay? Stop trying to trivialise that. Stop trying to normalise that. Don't even bother citing about the olden days, okay? Not many people live to past 30 years old back then, you know, and it's not right, it's sick. In fact, why don't you go along to Islam or somewhere where they marry 9-year-olds? Oh, right, that's right, because they'd kill you over there too, okay? So don't even bring that into the argument. They hate you just as much, if not more. Lesbian, gay, bisexual, okay? And I'm not bringing that into this argument either, but... Jesus. When when Ernst first came to my live stream, I had no idea what I was letting myself in for. The special snowflake subculture is growing big, and you can call me a special snowflake if you want, because I've got a bit of eyeliner, a bit of nail polish here and there, and I wear eccentric clothes at times. But I'm cis, white, male, married, happily married, good sex life, scum father, okay? I'm white male, look at all the privileges I got, living in a mouldy house. Very privileged, am I, If I'm privileged from a patriarchy, I'm owed a lot of backdated fucking checks. So come on, patriarchy, pay up, you fucking owe me, alright? And with that, take care. Hypersonic, seek help, alright? Seek fucking help. You've got some serious issues. Don't look at society for treating you like shit. This is down on you, okay? And the way you are. If you're trying to hang around with 10-year-olds at the age you are, no wonder society treats you like that. It's not good, okay? It is you to take ownership of your problem, not society's way to change for your benefit, okay? With that, goodbye, Thirtless. Thank you for listening to this horrible, horrible video.